Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss on important current affairs for today. Subscribe to the channel if the information is helpful. At the end of the video we will revise all the questions once. Let's start. NASA selected which telecom company to build first ever cellular network on the moon? Answer is Nokia. Nokia is Finland based telecom company. Recently NASA selected Nokia as its partner to build the first cellular network on the moon. NASA refers to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. NASA plans this for its Artemis program, which is US government funded crewed spaceflight program for landing the first woman and the next man on the moon, especially at the lunar south pole region by 2024. This project for cellular network on moon will be undertaken by Nokia Bell Labs to build and deploy the first wireless broadband communication system on the lunar surface by the end of 2022. For this, Nokia will partner with US based Intuitive Machines. Next one is Asan Conservation Reserve has become the first Ramsar site of which state recently? Answer is Uttarakhand. Asan Conservation Reserve has become Uttarakhand's first Ramsar site, making it a wetland on international importance, which was announced by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. This reserve is located on the banks of Yamuna river near Dehradun district of Uttarakhand. Wetlands are one of the most threatened areas of all ecosystems. Ramsar site is a wetland site designated to be of international importance under the Ramsar Convention. The Ramsar Convention was signed in 1971 and it is considered as one of the oldest intergovernmental accord for preserving the wetlands. It was signed in the Iranian city of Ramsar. With this, the total number of Ramsar sites in India has increased to 39, which is the highest in South Asia. Next one is, which state emerged as top destination in 2019 for attracting domestic tourists? Answer is Uttar Pradesh. Recently, Ministry of Tourism has released Indian Tourism Statistics 2020. In that, Uttar Pradesh is the top destination for attracting the highest number of domestic tourists visiting the state in 2019. After Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu is in second position and Andhra Pradesh is in third position. This is for domestic tourists. Now we will see in terms of foreign tourists. The state in top position in attracting foreign travelers is Tamil Nadu. It is followed by Maharashtra in second position. Point to be noted here is Tamil Nadu is in second position in terms of domestic tourists and in first position in terms of foreign tourists. Next question is, who represented India in the 18th meeting of Prosecutors General of SCO? Right answer is Tushar Mehta. Tushar Mehta is the Solicitor General of India. He represented India in the 18th meeting of Prosecutors General of SCO. This meeting was held through video conference. The aim of this meeting was to strengthen cooperation in preventing and combating corruption, mutual legal assistance and exchange of regulatory legal acts. Remember, the Solicitor General of India is subordinate to the Attorney General of India. Do you know who is the Attorney General of India? K.K. Venugopal. The Attorney General of India is the Indian government's chief legal advisor and is primary lawyer in the Supreme Court of India, and Solicitor General is subordinate to Attorney General. Next question is, when is International Stuttering Awareness Day observed? Answer is 22nd October. Every year, International Stuttering Awareness Day is being observed on 22nd October. Stuttering means speech disorder. This day is being observed since 1998. The theme for 2020 is Journey Upwards, Resilience and Bouncing Back. This day is observed to raise public awareness of the millions of people who have a speech disorder of stuttering or stammering. Next one is, COVIRAP technology for COVID-19 test gets ICMR certification recently was developed by which IIT? Answer is IIT Kharagpur. IIT Kharagpur is located in West Bengal. Recently, researchers at IIT Kharagpur have developed COVIRAP, which is COVID-19 diagnostic test technology which can produce results in 1 hour. This COVIRAP technology has been successfully validated for its efficacy in COVID-19 detection by the Indian Council of Medical Research and been granted certification after rigorous testing with patient samples by an authorized ICMR laboratory. Next question. Which market regulator had set up an advisory committee under Madhabi Puri Bach to recommend policy on market data access recently? Answer is Securities and Exchange Board of India. Securities and Exchange Board of India has constituted a market data advisory committee to make shareable data on the Indian securities market available for researchers, policymakers and general public. The head of the committee is Madhabi Puri Bach. He is the whole-time member of Securities and Exchange Board of India. The committee will recommend appropriate policy for access to securities market data and also recommend data privacy and data access regulations applicable to market data. SEBI was established in 1988 as a non-statutory body for regulating the securities market, and it was given statutory powers in 1992 through the SEBI Act 1992. And remember, the present chairman of SEBI is Ajay Tyagi. Next question is, Vijayalakshmi Ramanan, who passed away recently, was the first woman officer to be commissioned in which Indian Armed Forces? Answer is Indian Air Force. Vijayalakshmi Ramanan was a retired wing commander in the Indian Air Force. She was the first woman officer to be commissioned in the Indian Air Force. She was commissioned in the Army Medical Corps in 1955 and was promoted to the rank of wing commander in 1972. She served as an obstetrician and gynecologist at various Air Force hospitals. She had retired from service in 1979. For her services in the Indian Air Force, she was honored with the Vishisht Seva Medal. Remember, current Chief of Air Staff is Air Chief Marshal Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhadauria. Next one is, who has been accredited as next High Commissioner of India to Solomon Islands? Answer is Sushil Kumar Singhal. Sushil Kumar Singhal is a 2000 batch Indian Foreign Service officer. He has been accredited as next High Commissioner of India to Solomon Islands. Accredited means authorized or officially recognized. He is currently serving as the High Commissioner of India to Papua New Guinea. Solomon Islands consists of 6 major islands and over 900 small islands. Its capital is Honiara and currency is Solomon Islands dollar. Next question. Which state is in the top rank in Anemia Mukt Bharat Index? Answer is Haryana. Chief Minister of Haryana is Manohar Lal Khattar. Haryana is in the top rank in Anemia Mukt Bharat Index in the country. Anemia Mukt Bharat is an initiative of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and UNICEF. This was launched to reduce the prevalence of anemia all over India. Anemia is a decrease in the total amount of red blood cells or hemoglobin in the blood. Haryana had achieved 93% of immunization. We will see some important news about Haryana. Recently, Haryana has launched a water testing lab on wheels to test the water quality. And recently, Indian Air Force received 5 Rafale jets from France. These jets had arrived at Ambala Air Force Station, which is located in Haryana. And also, the Indian Railways is constructing the world's first electrified double stack container tunnel in Haryana. Now we will revise the questions once. NASA selected which telecom company to build first ever cellular network on the moon? Nokia. Asan Conservation Reserve has become the first Ramsar site of which state recently? Uttarakhand. Which state emerged as top destination in 2019 for attracting domestic tourists? Uttar Pradesh. Who represented India in the 18th meeting of Prosecutors General of SCO? Tushar Mehta. When is International Stuttering Awareness Day observed? 22nd October. COVIRAP technology for COVID-19 test kits ICMR certification recently was developed by which IIT? IIT Kharagpur. Which market regulator had set up an advisory committee under Madhabi Puri Bach to recommend policy on market data access recently? Securities and Exchange Board of India. Vijayalakshmi Ramanan, who passed away recently, was the first woman officer to be commissioned in which Indian Armed Forces? Indian Air Force. Who has been accredited as next High Commissioner of India to Solomon Islands? Sushil Kumar Singhal. Which state is in the top rank in Anemia Mukt Bharat Index, Haryana. These are the important current affairs for today. Thank you.